Recently, Amiibo figures have been making quite a resurgence, despite the fact that they are over a decade old. Man, that is hard to believe. But Street Fighter 6 got a line of Amiibo figures and cards, Zelda got several new figures with one more on the way, Bonanza got a figure, Kirby Air Riders and Metroid Prime 4 got a line of figures, Capcom's other games, like Monster Hunter Stories 3, Resident Evil Requiem, and Pragmata, will all be getting Amiibo figures. Even Super Mario Galaxy will be getting Amiibo figures for the collection when the movie releases. So you'd think that Amiibo collecting and the community surrounding it would be flourishing. But there is one huge issue with this resurgence. The prices are absolutely insane. Most new Amiibo figures releasing are over $30, and some are even $40, or $50 with the Air Riders figures. To be fair, the Air Riders ones are technically two figures in one, but that doesn't excuse the prices, they're still absolutely insane. But it seems like recently, these new Amiibo releases aren't exactly working out. The Street Fighter 6, Zelda, and Bonanza Amiibo figures have all been on sale very frequently. I've been following Wario 64, and I usually see deals for the Switch 2 era Amiibos posted every couple weeks. And these aren't just smaller discounts that you'd expect to see for recent products. We are seeing discounts of up to 70 to 80% off. There's actually a bit of a silver lining to this, because these recent discounts have actually been great for collectors, honestly. I recently picked up the Street Fighter 6 Luke Amiibo, and I'm planning on picking up the other Street Fighter ones, and I've seen a few of my friends and mutuals also pick up some Amiibos recently. But it seems clear to me that if Amiibo figures are selling well at this price, they wouldn't be getting discounts of this magnitude, and I feel like the argument that these Amiibo figures aren't selling well is a much stronger case than the argument I see from sodium chloride YouTubers about the Switch 2 not selling well because it's still on store shelves, or the fact that one guy booed at Mario Kart World winning Best Racing Game. But the Switch 2 era $30 to $40 Amiibo prices are also so significant of a price jump that they don't even match with inflation. In 2014, Amiibo figures were $13, which is about $18 today. But let's say we're taking into account that Amiibo figures have generally been higher quality since the Switch 1 era, which might be why they got a price increase to $16 in 2017. But adjusted to inflation, that is $21, not even close to the $30 to $40 Amiibo figures being released now. And yes, tariffs have partially been a factor for why Amiibo prices have been so expensive. But even then, they were initially revealed to be $30, before some were increased to $40, so they were already overpriced without tariffs being a factor. And all of this combined with the fact that wages are not increasing proportionally to inflation in the US, so these Amiibo prices are very hard to swallow for the average consumer. I honestly feel like these Amiibo prices won't last, and at some point, we may see some kind of price cut in the near future. I don't think Nintendo will outright discontinue Amiibo figures, because I feel like they are still somewhat of a staple of their brand at this point. They also have deals for Amiibo lines with third-party studios like Capcom, as well as their second-party or external studios. They likely have plans for new Amiibo figures for the next 2 years at the very least. I think a price cut making them more affordable to the average consumer, but enough to where they're still being sold at a profit, would be fine. I think $20 figures makes a lot of sense. Maybe more specifically, $20 for the current $30 figures, $25 for the current $40 figures, and $30 for the Air Riders figures. The cost of production for a plastic figure likely isn't too high, and the NFC chips are also very cheap. I also think the idea of a price cut would be very appealing to people who have been put off by Nintendo's extreme prices across the board, not even for just Amiibo figures. I think Nintendo just needs a little bit of that goodwill right now, and I feel like dropping the price of Amiibo figures would help slightly. Not too much, but I do think it would help enough to where people would start to see that Nintendo is capable of change. So I do hope they drop the price of Amiibos for multiple different reasons. And on top of that, I also think that they should do more with Amiibo figures, since they have been bringing them back into the spotlight, and I feel like doing more with them could help them be more appealing. This may seem far-fetched, but maybe having unique themes for the Switch 2, akin to the 3DS that are unlocked by tapping an Amiibo. I think that would be really cool, and it would definitely increase the value of them. Or also, maybe Amiibo exclusive icon elements for your Switch user profile, similar to the ones that you can get with the NSO app. Or maybe even bringing back Mii's in Mario Kart World and adding costumes to the recent Amiibo figures. Considering how popular Mario Kart is, I think that would be a great way to promote these recent Amiibo figures. But yeah, I think there's a lot that Nintendo could fix with the current Amiibo situation right now. It seems like they clearly want to bring Amiibo back into the spotlight, but they're kind of fumbling with these prices and the fact that they're not really doing much with them. But anyways, what are your thoughts on all of this? Do you think Nintendo will drop the price of Amiibos because of the struggling sales, or do you think that may be too difficult because of things like tariffs? Let me know down in the comments. But anyways, thank you guys for watching this video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and make sure to check out my Discord server and Blue Sky if you want to. Stay perky!